Hello, thank you for joining me today. We're going to do a little yoga session where we're going to combine our card for this week, which was the Dragon Guide, and our pose of the week, which was the seated side stretch. So we're going to combine those today as we go through a mini practice to just get yourself ready, whether you're getting ready for bed or getting ready for your day. It's a nice, relaxing practice. And it's a little bit of a short one, but we'll get started. Let's gently come to a comfortable seat position. Legs can be kneeling, straight, whatever feels good. We're going to take a moment to get centered. So feel free to close the eyes or just find that non-moving spot to gaze at. We'll take a deep breath in as we get centered. And as we exhale, we're intending that we're just going to allow ourselves to be clear and focused as we go through this mindful, spiritual, physical practice. As the inhale comes in, maybe we visualize or intend that we're bringing in a healing energy, healing light. And then as we exhale, anything that's not there for our highest energy, our highest purpose, is gently being just released and let go of. We'll take another deep breath in, and we'll bring in our card and our message for today, Dragon Guide. The dragon is here to help you take a stand in your life. Others may have strong opinions about what you choose or what you should be doing and how you should be doing it. It could also be that others are interfering when they should not be. Our dragon has come to help you stand firm in what you believe is right, even if that means breathing a little fire to get your point across. So as we notice this message, notice what came up for you. Was there any thoughts, observations, sensations? Did something really resonate? We allow ourselves another moment to observe. And as we exhale, let's take a deep breath in. Let's reach the arms overhead. And then as we exhale, let's let our hands land on our thighs. So whether legs are bent, straight, or crossed, doesn't matter. We'll just let those hands land on the thighs. And we're going to do a variation of our seated cat and cow. So it's going to look like this as we're seated. We're going to start to bring the chest forward, the seated bone back, top of the head back. Imagining the top of the head and the seated bone could touch. Beautiful stretch into the belly. And then as we exhale, we let the breath go chin to chest, rounding the spine. Let's continue. Another deep breath in. It's bringing in that beautiful dragon guide energy. Be encouraged to live the way that you feel is most appropriate for yourself. Exhaling anything that's not of that highest energy. We release that all. Let's take one more deep breath in. The dragon is here to help us claim our power. And we're just letting go of anything that's not there to help us walk into that beautiful power on that exhale. Next inhale, we gently come back up through seated. And if we're seated crossed with our legs crossed, straight, or bent, we're going to come to crossed. If they've already been crossed, you're going to change them to cross them in a different position. So the opposite leg is in front. And then we're all going to meet in a cross-legged position. Let's sit up tall. We're going to do our first variation of our seated side stretch. Let's bring that left arm towards the sky. Right hand, we're going to grab that wrist, keeping the left seated bone grounded. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, leaning over to the right. You can gaze to the center of the room or the inside of the arm. You can close the eyes, whatever feels good. We're just starting to feel that beautiful lengthening and then gently encouraging that elongation with the side of the body with that right hand. Let's take one more breath and then use those core muscles to assist as we come back through center, lengthen, and let that arm come down to the side. Perfect. Take a moment, realign. Let's bring that right arm up towards the ceiling, lengthening. Gently grab that wrist with the left hand, keeping the right seated bone grounded as we gently lengthen over to the left. Again, feel a beautiful stretch. Bringing in that power, our right to live the way that we feel is most appropriate for ourselves. Let's take another deep breath in, bringing in that freedom, that dragon guide energy as we inhale. And then as we exhale, let's use those core muscles, bring ourselves back to center, lengthen the arms, and let them come back down. Perfect. Let's bring our legs straight. We're going to take a moment and come into our seated forward fold. So move again the flesh, so you're still sitting up nice and tall. We'll start in our Dharurasana. That's at L, that 90 degrees, the torso to the legs. Sitting tall, lengthening through the torso. Deep breath in as we reach our arms overhead. And as we exhale, we'll gently start to bend the knees. Let the torso come towards the thighs as we gently release chin to chest. Take another beautiful deep breath in. As we exhale, just surrendering to our power, allowing ourselves to imagine walking into our own power. We're being supported by our beautiful dragon guide to help us claim that the way we live is the way we live, and we don't need to justify it or change it for anybody else. Let's take just one more breath here. And as we exhale, maybe we imagine we can just stretch a little bit further just for this last moment, or get the knees towards the nose. So that last little bit of effort in this stretch, and then we'll slowly bring ourselves back up through seated. Let's come once again. We'll do our side stretch, and then we'll come back, cross the legs. Again, change it up so it's opposite what we did before. And let's stretch through the side. We're going to do our full seated side stretch. So we'll lengthen through the left, lengthening the arm. The right hand comes to the mat. We start to slide it away as we lengthen, making sure that left seated bone is grounded. Lengthening through the side of the body. Deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we feel a beautiful elongation through the side of the body. Again, gaze can be right to the center of the room if that feels appropriate. Into the inside of the arm, eyes can be opened or closed. Beautiful deep breath in. Exhale, just imagine we got just a tiny bit more space here. And then inhale, using those core muscles and our dragon guide, our internal power to come back up through center and release the arm. Perfect. Let's do that one more time. Opposite side, lengthening, keeping the right seated bone grounded this time. Left arm starts to come out and away as we lean over to the left, bending the left arm. Lengthen as we take a deep breath in. Exhale as we imagine those fingers can get a little closer to the mat. A beautiful elongation through the right side, keeping that right side seated bone grounded. Deep breath in. And exhale. Use those core muscles, belly button to spine, to assist as we come back through center. And release the arm. Let's make our way into a comfortable position. We're just going to come either back to seated, if you want to come to lying on the mat, or into a child's pose. It's your choice. And as we finish up this brief little practice, focusing on stretching through the obliques and our dragon guide card, our dragon guide, compassionate guide message. Let's close our eyes. Let's bring ourselves into this beautiful, relaxed state where our mind starts to be clear once again. Let's take another deep breath in. As we inhale, we bring in that beautiful golden or white light of clearing energy. And as we exhale, we intend that we let go of anything that we don't need as we just come into this moment of peacefulness, moment of serenity. Dragon guide. The dragon is here to help you take a stand in your life. Others may have strong opinions about what you should be doing or others should be doing it. It could also be that others are interfering when they should not be. The dragon has come to help you stand firm for what you believe is right, even if that means breathing a little fire to get your point across. Don't worry, it will be okay. The dragon is here to help you claim your power and your right to live your life as you see best. So just let that message resonate with us, noticing how it resonates with us. What do you specifically pick up from that message? How is the dragon guide personally speaking to you? And then we can let that contemplation gently float away. We can always come back to it. I encourage you to think about your message later on, maybe this evening or tomorrow. We'll just stay in this relaxation for just another moment. Take another deep breath in. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. Maybe pause the video and come into your Along Savasana. Or when you're ready, we'll just start to reach our arms overhead on the next breath. So if we're lying on the mat, we just stretch our arms overhead. If we're seated, we stretch to the sky. And then as we exhale, if we're seated, we'll bring those hands to heart center. If we're lying, we'll just gently come over to our right as we come into recovery. And we thank ourselves for just taking this moment to focus on our breath, our mind, our connection to spirit, and of course, our physical body. Have a beautiful day, and until we meet again at the mat, namaste.